Hello, hello, hello. Today I am here to share a very interesting list with y'all because today I will be sharing a list of the top gay foreign movies that me personally, would recommend you all to go ahead, go watch, and go support. But before we get into further details, please, please, please don't forget to like, comment, share, subscribe, and let me know your personal thoughts down below in the comments. So first we're gonna start off with Taekwondo. It's a 2016 Argentinian movie that centrally features gay characters and a developing gay romance with their environment. The plot focuses on the growing subtitle connection and also, in this case, unspoken attraction between German and Fernando. The tension is both throughout shared moments that they basically spend alone and also with their friends. And all of that, Fernando invites a group of friends to a luxurious country house, and things basically escalate from then between him and German. You can watch this movie on Prime Video, and it got amazing, amazing feedback from the viewers when it was released in 2016. And lately, kind of, it has been circulating around again. So, I just had to include it on this list. So go ahead, go watch, go support. And then moving forward, we have The Sea. The story explores complex romantic dynamics and a love triangle. The plot follows a young couple, Lorena and Diego, who move to the coast of Chile for a fresh start. While Lorena works on her art project, Diego takes a Liberty job and meets Vicente, a local man. Diego begins a secret, passionate affair with Vicente, which eventually tests the couple's relationship and challenges traditional ideas of monogamy. And yes, this movie was released in 2021. And let me tell you, the connection that the two built was very strong, but they knew it was a forbidden romance. They knew that, the possibility of them actually having, like a relationship would be very, very, very difficult. And also the way, they just couldn't stay away from one another, but they also was like, is this worth it? Should we do it? Should we not? You have someone, I want you, you want me. So it's a very, very, very complex dynamic that goes on. And then we have Norwegian Dream. The plot follows a young 19-year-old Polish immigrant that moves to Norway to work at a salmon processing factory to pay off his mother's debts. He develops a feeling for Ivor, the factory owner's adopted son and an aspiring drag artist. Their relationship is tested when the Polish factory workers launch a strike for better conditions, forcing Robert to choose between financial stability and his personal truth and his personal feelings towards the whole situation and his personal life. The movie was released in 2023. It's Norwegian and you can watch it in this case for buy or for rent on Apple TV, depending on your location. It might be available for free. So it will all depend, on the platform and all of that. But I do feel like this movie is very well known. It was very, very well appreciated when it got released, in this case in 2023. So I basically do feel like there isn't much to say about it because I do feel like it got the response and the feedback that it deserved, in my personal opinion. So let me know yours down below in the comments. And then moving forward, we have Enzo. Enzo is a 2025 French movie. The film follows Enzo that's living a life of privilege in a modern villa in the south of France. On construction site, he meets Vlad, a charismatic 25-year-old immigrant. Enzo, initially admiration for Vlad, represented a lot to him as they started to spend a little bit more time together and just, awakening parts of Enzo that he didn't know that, was in him. The narrative is further complicated by Vlad's personal struggles. He and his friend Moslov has been called to fight for their country, a duty that Vlad is not happy to fulfill. The movie is available to watch in this case on Apple TV, Amazon Prime to rent. And then moving forward, we have The History of Sound. It's a 2025 period romance film. It is set in the late 1910s and early 1920s. Lionel and David meet at Boston Conservatory in 1917. They shared a passion for folk music, leads them on a journey to preserve, vanishing culture heritage through sound recordings while, simultaneously navigating their involving romantic relationship. The movie is pretty long. It's around 2 hours long. And let me tell you, this film, in my personal opinion, I do feel like it doesn't need an introduction because, like I said, it was very huge. It's probably one of the most recommended movies of this year and probably one of the movies that will go down in history as a very, 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 very good gay movie. If you guys want to stream it, it's available on Mubi, and depending on your location, it might be available to rent or to buy on Apple TV in this case. So yes, that's basically it. If you guys would like to recommend any other amazing foreign, in this case, gay movies, please drop it down below in the comments. Thank you so much. Until the next video, and goodbye.